Hello, Bubba.
Hola.
How's your back?
Fucked up.
I'm glad you were able to get up the third floor to.
Oh, I'm just getting up's not the problem. I'm worried about getting down.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'll be all right. Survive one fall.
How
For
bad
those
is
who don't know, my sister and I suffered separate falls this weekend.
Same day, but
Same day,
2.5 hours away from each other.
about 2.5 hours apart.
Yeah.
What happened to you?
Oh, we were just playing pickleball, and I just ate it. I dove for a ball I shouldn't have dove for, and wound up doing a barrel roll. At 50, it's not pretty. I can tell you that. But I survived, and I'm okay. I stayed busy the rest of the day. I was scared to stay still. I was gonna lock up.
Yeah.
And I did. That afternoon I kind of slowed down and I could feel it, but I got in the hot tub like you suggested, which was a great idea. That really loosened things up. Took it easy. I'm okay. Like I am okay. I played again last night. Like I was sore. Mostly now it's my neck and shoulders where that sort of lingers, that strain. I think it's just from trying to catch myself before I ate concrete.
Whiplash. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm glad you're okay. Great question. Having a good Sunday, walking downstairs, and I was standing on like the very last step. Like, there's a lot of stairs in my house, and I was on the last step, like before I'm on the ground floor, and I was looking out. We have big, like I don't know, big windows isn't accurate, but they're large windows. They're very large windows. It's 6 feet by 3.5 feet or whatever it is, and there's a couple of them, and I was like, man, I should close those because it's dark outside and it's light inside, and you can easily see in.
Mm-hmm. Which is one of my favorite pastimes, by the way.
Looking at people's houses. I mean, I drive around the neighborhood.
Love an evening walk.
Oh no, we ride around in our golf cart at night looking because people never our neighborhood has alleys, right? Because it's a historic neighborhood, so you ride down the alleys and no one ever shuts those, right? Because no one knows
you
in
see
the
right
alley.
into the backside.
You're like, what the fuck are they dancing? What are they dancing to? Can we guess that song? Spend way too much time being weird, but no. So I was like, yeah, I'll close those because those windows face the front street. Not that we get any traffic, but and then next thing I know, my feet are in the air and I'm falling. And luckily I was able to turn a little to my left and the very bottom step hit like just above my hip bone. But that second step hit into my floating, like my lower ribs and on my back. It was really more like my backside, kind of right there where they meet. And my arm and everything caught the rest. So I had like turned and it fucked me. I just rolled over into the floor and that even hurt. And I was like, I was calling for my wife and she comes over. She's cool and collected. And she's like, do we need to call an ambulance? And I was like, give me a minute.
Did anybody see it? Did any of the kids or anybody see you wipe out?
No.
Were you wearing socks?
Yeah.
Because your stairs are slick.
Yeah. So I'm pretty used to that. But yeah, so no, nobody saw it. They were all watching movie night downstairs in the living room, and our stairs don't dump out of the living room; they dump out like behind or in front, however you want to describe it, to the living room, to like a sitting area. And yeah, it's like we're yelling at the kids, stay in there, just don't. I'm like, I'll crawl to the kitchen so they don't see me. I couldn't move. And it took a while to get my breath back and to get some movement and to get my legs under me. Because if you've ever been,
so people know you're a big guy. You're not like a little 5'6" dude that just wiped out at the bottom stair. You're what,
no,
6'3", 6.
It was a little over 6. Yeah, I'm pretty tall and I weigh 280 plus pounds.
Yeah,
give or take 5 pounds.
That's a hard fall.
It was high, dude. I saw my feet in front of me, like that. So I was like, huh, look at my legs in the air. It's like, oh, this isn't gonna go good.
And that flash, boom.
And I'm lucky. I'm blessed that I was able to turn to the left, because if I would have just gone like down, like my head and neck would have hit the stairs behind me first because they're so steep. Yeah. Like that would have been the first. And the thing is, like, I've slipped down those stairs, like run up and down for whatever. I've always caught myself. Always like, this was different. Like both my feet were just out in front of me. They were out in the air. And I was like, oh, that was interesting. You know what I mean? It's like
Mhm.
that with the adrenaline kicks in and everything goes into hyperdrive, so it all slows down. You're like, "Nah, there's nothing I can do but eat this."
Yep,
There's nothing I
yep.
can do but eat this. Oh, I'll see if I can turn to the side.
It's great that you thought to do that though, to turn yourself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, I've stared at those steps just kinda for a while now, like, when I would sit downstairs, it's hard to go up and down, and I was thinking if I hadn't have turned and, like, when I turned, I kinda rolled, into myself, and that's like a fetal position fall, right? Like, it wasn't just legs sprawled out, like, I hit like a ball, and that saved me.
Mhm.
If I would've just gone up and, like, back, like, "Oh," arms and everything spread, I would've smacked my head and neck first, and then my body would've gone down the stairs, yeah. Just because 'cause they're
Yeah.
just so steep. Um, yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. Good thing I was a professional cheerleader. I know how to tumble.
God, you're a dork.
I
Oh,
love to
man.
say that shit to people too. I love it. I love it. People will be talking about, like, their athletic prowess. So I was like, "Yeah, so I was a Division I athlete in college." And they're like, "What?" I mean, yeah, I mean, I could see it. I could see it. "Would you play football?" And I'm like, "No, I was a cheerleader."
Yeah.
Like, "What?"
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
fit the mold for that at all. At all,
100%.
which is really
It's like,
funny.
Did you cheer in high school?" "No."
No.
"No." It's like, "How'd you get that?" It's like, "I walked in, I needed money, so I tried out, and they gave me money." That work. "Can you pick this girl up?" "Yeah, I can pick her up." "Can you pick that girl up?" "Yeah." "Can you pick that one up?"
Uh,
"Maybe."
yeah.
"Maybe." "I can get her to here. I can get her to here. How's that count?" Um,
I
yeah,
almost forgot that you did that.
I do too,
I gotta
but
make sure I
I
gotta make sure
do
all your kids know your daddy was a cheerleader in college.
absolutely chase that money, man. Sell out. Do what you gotta do. Yeah. It's like people are like, "That girl was an OnlyFans model." "I was a cheerleader in college." Whatever. You gotta get paid, man.
Yeah,
If you ain't got nobody behind you, I mean, you may not be proud of what you have to do, but sometimes you gotta do some shit, you know?
whatever gets
Yeah.
you Taco Bell money,
Yeah, right.
especially when
Um,
you're in college and you're struggling.
starving. Yeah. Yeah. So that was yeah, all that good time tuck and roll. But I do like throwing that out there though, by the way. That'll catch people off guard. Scraps. Because you'll hear them like, "Oh, you know, I did this," especially when someone talks about, like, high school sports,
Mhm.
like, what they did in high school. I love to bring that shit up. It's like, "Yeah, I was a Division I college athlete." And they're like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "100%." "Oh,
So
okay."
crazy.
It's funny, some will let it go right there because they don't wanna continue the conversation, but some are like, Would you play? Did you play football?" I always get the football. Always. I mean, I get it, right? I get it. I look like a
Yeah.
dude who played football in college.
You look like you were born to play football.
I
You had
was
a big
born to
old
play
head, those
football.
big
Oh,
broad
yeah.
shoulders, like,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. No, when the one year I did, like, before I quit football my freshman year in high school, I was fucking killing dudes. Had, our parents not been divorced, I would have actually got to play. But whatever.
True.
Whatever.
Circumstances, yeah.
That particular coach, whatever. Common in the South at that time, but whatever. Yeah, and no, it's like I was a cheerleader. I just love to deadpan it too as cheerleader. And they're like, "Oh." Or guys would be like, "Ah, no, you what?
Yeah, if they
Oh,
know you at
really?
all, they're just gonna
Really?"
assume you're messing with them.
Yeah, they're just like, "Oh, seriously?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I still got my uniform."
Hey, I have one that might surprise you, you might not know this. You know I lettered in high school or whatever, but
Yeah,
what sport do you think I lettered in?
cross country.
How the fuck do you know that? You just remember that?
Yeah,
Oh, you're a shit.
I
'Cause
remember you
that's one
coming home. You came
everybody
home and you were
assumes.
really excited about it.
I don't even know how you remember that. I don't remember that time in my life. I don't know how you remember it.
Mm. You
Um,
were happy.
any
I was happy
anything at
for you.
home? I don't remember that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do. I remember just running cross country just to get in shape for basketball.
Mhm.
And a coach walked up to me at the back of the bus and was like, "Hey, I just was going over everything, and if you come in top 3 spots today, you could earn your varsity letter." And I was
Yeah.
like, "What?" Yeah.
Yeah, I earned a
So
varsity
yeah,
let I earned 2 varsity letters in high school.
yeah.
You know
I
what
mean, I
in?
did too. It's just everybody thought that one was basketball because that was my
Yeah.
thing, and everybody was shocked, like, "You earned it in
Well
cross country.
Yeah. So like you just said, we is established I'm a large fellow. And I mean, yeah, I lettered in cross country and track. So
You're just going against the odds here. You're just
really, it's not that hard.
Well, to be fair, I earned mine in a much more highly populated area. You earned yours out in Hicktown, USA. That's a little bit different. The competition was a little bit steeper in the Bay Area of the California than it is out in BFE, Tennessee.
I'll give it that, especially for cross country. I'll give it that. For track, I went to state all 4 years though.
Yeah, but you didn't even run, right? You like threw a ball or something.
That's right, but
you
it's still track.
Did shot, what is it? Shot put?
Shot put and discus. Yeah, I did field events. You think I'm running?
So you're literally just like sliding in, trying to get these things. You're not actually doing anything.
What are you talking about? I went to state. I placed.
It just doesn't seem fair. Like no effort whatsoever. No hard work. No nothing. You just show up and throw a ball.
That's so fucking true too.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I'll never forget this dude. I'm not gonna put his name out there, but so I also set school records, right? Which again isn't that big a deal.
Again, BFE, yeah.
But
for anybody who doesn't know what BFE means, it means bumfucked Egypt. I just want to be clear.
I think that's a little racist against Egyptians.
Ah, jeez Louise. You always got to take it somewhere.
I have an Egyptian friend. Thank you. He says it all the time.
Yeah,
But he can. His people earned that. Or wait, did the Jews earn that because they wandered in the desert? Somebody earned it in the desert. All right, that's the point we're making there.
Just move on with your freaking how you got shit for doing nothing story.
It's the story of my life. It's the story of my life. Shit just works out. No, yeah. So I quit football because I was supposed to play in the first game and I didn't. And I talked to the coach about it. He's kind of polite about it, just basically told me like, I don't have a dad. I'm not going to play football for him. I can practice like this. He has to let me on the team, but he doesn't have to play me. And I was like, because like before they did these like Shark Tank things where you push out the other guy for your spot, and the guy I pushed out was a senior. So I figured, yeah, they're going to let him start, but I'm definitely getting in the game because that's the rules, right? The rules are I need to be on defense. Should be on the defensive line, like obviously. And no, nobody talked to me. And one of my friends told me that he was playing in the game. And he's like, dude, you don't have a dad in the quarterback club. Like your parents are divorced. Like coach isn't about that. Like you're in our school just lost all the time. We lost all the time.
Yeah, maybe because coach was trying to build the team on something that's not fair to the kids.
He did end up retiring and they got another coach, but by then I was so jaded I wasn't going back. Like I think like the next year they got rid of him because he was fucking like 80. You know what I mean? Like
I mean, if you look at all professional athletes, I mean, if you take away all the single mothered kids, I mean, half of all of our professional athletes are gone.
Exactly. You need someone with fucking rage.
Yeah, you need somebody who needs something,
I need a big dude with a lot of anger. Like, I'm gonna let him loose on this field. That's what it's for. But whatever. That it was that town. But it was co-ed sports were the next thing I looked at. I had to do something to buy my time. And track and cross country were co-ed. So I just immediately slipped over there and they're like, yeah, just start running. I was like, cool. And
you're like, no, actually, I'm not going to run.
I ran. No, cross country. I ran my ass off. I mean, I was never fast, right? You had to place and top X number of finishers per races. So I was able to get that letter just because some of the races we went to were very small and I had to break 18 minutes, right? Like in cross country world is not a big deal. You know what I mean? Like unless you're in the 16s and 15s, like nobody gives a shit. You're not, but I did it and I was able to do it every year. And I mean, I threw up, I've thrown up on myself. I've kind of shit my pants. I've lost shoes.
Kinda. There's no kinda.
No, there is. If it's
just do juice, or you don't, dude.
No, if it's just juice and it's not chunks, it doesn't count.
Oh my god, Tucker calls that poop juice. I hate it.
Yeah,
Rubber
you're just squeezing it, right? It's a little squeeze. It's okay. Everybody does it. So yeah, I got it in that. But for track, like I'm not running, like because we genuinely had a very good track team and they did very well, even for a small school. Like we just had a couple kids that were just fast as fuck. They went and ran in college and they were great. Um, I just, I could throw something heavy. Again, it's co-ed when girls are there, so I'm going to be there. Suddenly, like after cross country, I realized like non-co-ed sports seem kind of dumb. Like you can be on the bus with the girls. You can hang out with they're all in shape.
Social, like, yeah.
They're all in shape, right? Like this is prime hunting ground. Like, what are you doing? Yeah. So yeah, that's what I stayed. And it turned out I could throw the little shot put pretty far and the discus pretty far. And then when I figured out how to throw them, I could throw them really far. If I would have taken it more seriously, I probably would have gone to college doing that. But I didn't take it because I didn't take anything seriously when I was younger. I still don't really take anything seriously. But I was maybe like fucking 2 or 3 feet from like scholarships, which I could have definitely done again had I practiced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But whatever. Anyway, one of the kids that was a thrower. He also ran. He was a very good friend of mine through high school, or at least I thought he was. As an adult, you look back and see that it's not the truth. But he was never going to be fast. Like he's just not built to run, right? And so he wanted to come and throw. And there's another dude on my team who threw with me who was also very good. And by very good, I mean he was just big and naturally strong, as I was. You know what I mean? Like this.
Yeah.
It wasn't our talent and work ethic. It's like you're bigger than everybody else, and you're stronger than everybody else. So,
here, throw this. See what happens.
Throw this. Oh, look, it went far. Shocker! Fucking shocker! So his parents would send him. He realized his only chance was to try and beat me or this other friend of mine who's passed away in field events. Like this is what he needed. I don't think I believe he never got a varsity letter for track ever. Like he never placed, he never ran, he never he just couldn't do it. His parents every year sent him to all these like track and field camps. So he had like the best shoes and training discus, and like he had his own training shot put. He had a ring in his yard. He had like they did everything. They just threw money at this, right? Here's all the best training. Here's all the best. And without a doubt, me and my friend would come in and just smoke him. Like it was, I remember one meet, because especially shot put would come down to me or my friend, my other friend who's good. And our littler friend had come in and he beat, I was done throwing. I was out, so I couldn't compete. And he had thrown and had beat me and had set the new school record, right? Because we're setting the school records because, what it is, what it is. And I told my buddy, I was like, and I told my buddy who was good. All right, we'll call him Todd. I told Todd, it's like, Todd, you cannot we'll call the other one Bob. You cannot let Bob have this. Like, we just can't do that, right? And he looked at me, he's like, oh, he's not getting it today. He fucking threw 8 feet further than that kid. Like, he had beat my throw by like 4 or 5 inches. And then dude threw it. And I was like, whoa, that was awesome. And the kicker is, like, the very next track meet we had, I set the new school record and I took it for him because I threw it 2 feet further than he did. Because again, we weren't really trying. We were there just talking to girls from our school, from other schools, it was a big deal. Like, and then suddenly after that, like, the new norm is that high. And then we're competing with each other, and we left him 10 feet, 12 feet behind us. Like, he could just, like, that was his moment for that brief moment of time, and then he never.
And he's the kid who had parents sitting in the stands the whole day.
Parents drove to. They were at every meet. They were everything. I mean, and that's cool. He had that, right? Yeah. And so they were there for everything, and I'm happy for him for that. And I hope he realizes that. But I could tell by the look on his dad's face and his mom's face, they didn't care. They wanted a winner, and he's not a winner. Or he wasn't then. I mean, he's winning in life now. He's doing well. He's a smart guy.
I mean, if you had both parents showing up at the meet all day long, he was winning. You just don't see it that way when you're a kid,
Well, I don't know what that car ride was like home. I can guess.
Well,
He might have preferred them not to
yeah,
be there.
I guess if his parents are jerks
Yeah.
about
I
it.
mean, again, I don't know. I wasn't in that car ride home. But yeah, it was we kind of bullied him.
Wow.
And then talk crazy shit to him afterwards, you know. Cuz it would just gas him up. It would just gas him up, you know.
It makes me realize I've never thought about it, but the whole time playing sports growing up, I'm grateful that we didn't have parents that I mean, they showed up for stuff, but they
Mhm.
weren't I can't remember one time where I got talked to because I messed up in a game or somebody was mad at me.
No.
I never got that at home. Mom and dad were not like that. They
No.
mm,
No, that wasn't their thing. That's not how
mm.
I am in my house. Like I don't give a
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Did
No,
you go
no,
have
us
fun?
either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
No? Oh, all right. Well, you don't have to. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
that's cool.
I feel like I spent a lot of time with mine when they were younger, just trying to talk them off of like, "You don't have to cry about everything. It's okay. It's not personal.
Yeah.
He didn't mean to poke you in the eye. He was just trying to get the ball." Like, conversations about stuff, but nobody's ever mad at them because they didn't do something.
My oldest boy when he did soccer and his team was terrible.
Oh.
Like, they lost epically each time, and then the second year was the same. But I'll give him this. His attitude about it was maybe the best on the field. Because it wasn't real. Like, he's like, "Hey, we're just playing a game." He's like, "Well, they're better than us." Like, "Yeah. Yeah, they are. They're a lot better than us." But, all we do is try.
Yeah.
It's like, "That's my boy."
Yeah.
You know? Or
That's great.
some parents would be, like, pacing. That was the thing that drove me the craziest is, like, the crazy parents. The crazy parents on the sidelines?
Uh,
That's rough.
do you know out of all of the so my husband has always coached. He coached all the kids. Basketball was, the front runner, but they've also done, he's taught all the boys how to box. They all played flag football. Couple played soccer. And I tell you our T-ball, I mean, that we gave them anything they wanted to try. Everybody's tried everything. But the one sport that we never did football. Well, we did with Michael, the oldest, 1 year. And Michael just didn't wanna go back. He didn't want 5 practices a week. He didn't want
It's
2.5-hour
intense.
practices. He didn't wanna be yelled at for half of that by some grown man. Just wasn't his thing, and we
Mhm.
honestly wasn't our thing either. We had a lot of kids, a lot going on, and that was a big commitment. So when he didn't wanna play, we were like, "Whew, okay." Um, but I tell you the meanest parents that we ever had to deal with were the flag football parents, the sidelines. They would get so intense and so involved and yelling at these refs, and the refs are teenagers. It's a freaking part-time job for them on the weekends. And they weren't bad. It's just the parents were taking it next level. And you can tell, especially the parents that have flag football kids, because that obviously means your kid isn't football ready. If they're playing flag football, they're not typically the kind of kid who wants to have what do
Doesn't
you
have the
call it?
violence in them. Doesn't quite have the violence in them to
Yeah, they don't want
fucking
the
lay out
contact.
another
Yeah.
person. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want the
I get
contact.
that.
That's how my
Yeah.
boys were. All my younger boys,
It's because
Trace,
they got
boy,
hugs. It's because they got hugs.
yeah, they didn't like it.
Yeah.
But some of these parents on the sidelines with their kids, it's like, "Whoa, hold on, hold on." It's just flag football.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. We did this soccer thing. I know I've told you about a couple of the stories, like the one where I yelled at that coach and those parents.
wait, so are you one of those parents?
No. No, I'm so not. I like to try and sit in the midfield. I like to be quiet. I'll cheer for both teams. If someone gets
Mhm.
hurt, I can like because and not only that, my kids weren't in a competitive league. It's like and like kids learning how to play soccer. You know
Yes,
what I
yes.
mean?
Uh-huh.
Like they're not. There's a competitive
This
league.
isn't AAU, this isn't travel
No,
ball,
yeah,
this isn't
yeah.
yeah.
Those kids are great. I mean, no slack to it. Those kids are great. They're serious about it. None of these kids are serious about it.
Mhm.
Their parents seem to be pretty serious. And it's always like it's usually the dad who comes in every other weekend and he's seeing the games or whatever, and he's had a couple drinks before he got there. He's mad about a lot of shit in this game, just isn't one of them, but it's coming out, right? I've seen a few of those. I've never I'm very lucky. The soccer fields we have here are amazing, actually. Like they're fucking awesome, and so there's a lot of it. And I've never had to intercede because there was always someone there, and the people who run the program are very good. Because I'm definitely the guy who will stand up and be like, "Hey, motherfucker, like it's a kid's game. You need to calm down, or you and I are gonna have a problem. And this is not what I wanted a bunch of kids to see, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be." You know what I mean? Uh, and so we've always been very good. Like the refs are always good, even when the refs are teens, or like they always try and pair them with an adult or adults nearby. Now, a lot of adults have had to, like adult Reds, I've heard them yell multiple times, "Hey, man, this is a 12U game. You need to relax." And
Yeah.
guys be like, sorry. I can't. And
Yeah.
I get that maybe some people can't help it, right? Like they're just intense people. So they stay at the car. Like if you're freaking out over by the car, nobody cares, which there's plenty of, and like moms are usually over by the cars, like biting their fists and kicking rocks. And you're like, what? They're 9-year-olds. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
okay. I
I
don't get that. But
mm-mm.
one time I was the dad yelling, but I wasn't yelling at kids. I wasn't mad at the game. I yelled at the other team's coach and a couple of the parents. And it was, their team was very good. And normally, you know, they set the kids and the coaches on the other side of the field, parents on this side of the field.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, this team didn't do that. They sat on the parent side of the field, and they just like moved. Like I had chairs there, and they just, like, the fucking woman kicked my chairs over and just kept kicking them. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, we need this for our team. And she's super hateful, super fat. And I'm just like, I just picked him up. I'm like, what?
What's her being fat got to do with it?
You just have to see her, right? She's got a bald spot on the back of her head. She has that stringy hair.
Yeah.
She's probably 5'3", 5'4", easy
Just
3
a
bills.
miserable person.
300
What it
pounds
sounds
easy.
like.
Yeah.
So she can't be the
easy.
coach.
No, the coach was bigger. Coach was huge. It was a bunch of Hispanic kids on the team with a whole bunch of Hispanic parents. And I like, when I saw that, I was like, well, maybe they speak Spanish. I'm just kind of I just moved down the field. I'm like, whatever. Like this isn't a thing worth getting into with these people. And I set up. So I'm 6-ish feet away, right? Because I'm not going to move that far, because fuck them. But whatever, you know what I mean? And so all the parents gaggle around the middle. Okay, cool. This is how you do in your team. Sure. Their kids are great. Like these little kids going out there, they're juggling the balls for practice, like 1 foot around the other. And I'm just like, oh, my kid's team's getting the shit kicked out of them today.
Yeah.
This is bad. Like our kids are still figuring out how to pass. These kids are like butting their head off the ball to each other, going down the field, which they're not even allowed to head in the game, but they're just doing it anyway. You know what I mean? Like you're like, ooh, this is gonna be bad. They're that good. I mean, those kids have breathed this, and it was honestly kind of amazing to watch these kids play. I mean, they were fucking good. But again, this is a non-competitive intramural league. It's a little weird this team's there, but whatever. The coach shows up. He's easy 400 pounds, maybe 2 inches taller than his wife. He's like 5'5", 400 pounds. He's wearing these shorts that keep falling down, so you can see his ass. He's not wearing any underwear, and his ass is constantly just like, oh, it's nasty.
I hate it
because he's a big guy that can't really wipe, right? Like it's not clean.
Bubba.
And I'm just telling you what I'm seeing here. And he's got like the super heavy dude shoes on, those special extra wide Velcro shoes. And he's got the compression wraps on his legs because he obviously has diabetes. And so he's got all that going on. He can't move. He's fucking out of it. And he's coaching these kids. Cool. Seems kind of like a dick, but whatever. He's like talking to the kids, but kind of like yelling at the kids. And I'm pretty sure none of them really spoke English, or if they did, they were pretending like they didn't, you know, which is very possible. And so again, this team is 95% Hispanic. There are a couple Caucasian kids on the team. This is going to come into play in a minute. They put out their line, and I mean, 2 seconds in, they've scored a goal. Of course they have. The kid kicked it from halfway down the field past our little goalie, you know, and whatever. Okay, it's going to be one of those games. This isn't the first time I've seen a 40-0 game. You know what I mean? It was fucking 40+0 10 minutes in. Okay, so our coach comes over because again it's intramural, and I was like, "Hey man,
they don't even all the years that we've ever had anything to do with kids
Oh,
sports around here, they never let anybody blow anybody out like that here.
oh yeah, no, that happens here all the time. So anyway, but this is what happens is like, there's a timeout and like the coaches like, and to our kid's coach he's a super good dude. He's a like contractor. He does this part-time. He comes over to the coach and he's like, hey man, he's like, how about we swap up some players, make it fun for the kids. Maybe our kids playing with some of your better players. And the coach lets him go, fuck yourself and your loser kids. And they're like, everyone's like, what? All right. And the coach is like, okay, you don't, because normally they'll, hey, put some kids on this team. Let's swap some jerseys. Let's, you know what I mean? Like, obviously your kids have won the game. Like we're 15 minutes in and you've cleaned us out. Like we can't even get the ball across midfield.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is when things start to break down. Like it gets wild. They go back over there and the coach is like, whatever. Our coach goes, all right, hey man, whatever. And he kind of is like talking to the kids. No, this is halftime. It's not 15. So they're like, and I think in all seriousness, it might have been like 28 or 34 points up to nothing in the first half of the game. Like it was intense. Our boys were doing their best, but like this isn't. And the kicker, like our coach is swapping kids out so they get to play, right? Every quarter he moves kids so they get to play. This guy hasn't moved anybody. He's not good at it. And whatever. That's his coach. It's their team. That's up to their parents to complain about, whatever. He's leaving his starter line and these kids are killers. And at the half times when things really kind of went sideways, the coach, again, I can hear him because I'm sitting right by it. Like he has to walk across the field because the coach should be on that side, but whatever. He comes over here and he's like, hey man, you guys are like, there's no hope here. He's like, we would really like to maybe, mix and match some players, maybe bring some your other players who guys weren't playing. And the coach is like, if you can't handle being a loser, maybe you shouldn't be involved in sports. Like, you're like, and our coach is like, fine, we're pulling our goalie. And it's like, that's it. You want it? Take it. And that coach, the fat coach, for the first time stood up. And he's like, oh, you just can't handle being a loser. You can't handle being a loser. You're a loser. The kids are losers. And the ref's like, hey, you need to shut up and sit down. And the guy's, oh, and he just sits down and he's still mumbling and talking shit. Right. And the Mexican parents are just looking very embarrassed. They're not happy about this at all. Not that the coach thing, they're not happy with how their coach is behaving. Like you can see them visibly different and start talking. So at this point, they have all of my attention, right? Like I'm boiling with rage, but I'm like, this isn't the moment. This is just a kid's game. This is going to be a good lesson for my son and his friends. There's lots of assholes in the world. Whatever. And they signed up for a game. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you lose bad. That's okay. And so second half of the game starts and there's no goalie. And the coach gets back up and he's losing it. And the kids are like playing. So they've swapped sides and the kids are playing. And like our kids are just getting smoked or whatever. And like one of the kids just stops and like puts his hands down because the kid stole the ball again. He's going and he's obviously going to score. He's dancing. I mean, honestly, part of it was impressive as shit.
Yeah.
That kid's really good. And again, you're not stopping these. They're a machine, right? They're working together. They're running plays. Like this is the best group of like 11-year-olds I've ever seen. You know what I mean? They should be playing high school kids. There's high school kids I've seen play on this field that aren't this good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, whoa. And the coach, this fat coach, is just like, gets up and I can just see him like getting mad. Him and his wife are getting mad, and they're like, I can't believe there's no goalie. And I just couldn't hear him talking to his wife. And there's a bunch of kids between him and his wife. So they're talking, but it's pretty loud. And again, I'm, 6-ish feet away, 6-7 feet away. So I can hear it. I'm just fucking letting it go. Parents on our team, I can see them all are boiling with anger, right? Like some of the dads who are very calm are pacing. Some of the moms who are pregnant are just like trying to breathe that shit through. You know what I mean? And the coach is getting louder. His wife are getting louder. And then the coach says some shit and I lost my shit. He's like, these literal pieces of shit are nothing but fucking losers. I can't believe they let these little pieces of shit, these little bastards out. I was like, hey, motherfucker. And he looked at me and I got up out of my chair. I was like, you say another fucking word and we got a problem. They're kids. What's wrong with you? You're swearing at little kids. And one of the fucking do-gooder moms comes up from the back who's one of the Caucasian kids' parents who hasn't played the whole fucking game. It's like, I can't believe you're swearing at children. It's like, I can't believe your coach is a piece of shit and you should shut up. And the guy's like, that's my wife. And I was like, you should shut her up. And the fucking ref comes over, and the ref is like blowing his whistle. I think they blow it like 6 times. And another ref who's a sheriff's deputy comes over. And I'm like, this is great. I'm getting arrested. This is going to be fucking great. And the thing that I was great was when I did that, like, one, that lady did shut up and that guy did shut up because I was a fool and he was, there's fucking time to shut up. You know what I mean? And the fat coach was just losing it. Just fucking like he was having full boomer rage. And I've left that out. He was a fucking boomer. He's having full boomer rage. His wife is having full boomer rage. They're both just fucking. And I stopped talking, which was amazing. I said some other things, but I did stop talking once he started to lose it. So what's the sheriff's deputy run over and see? This coach fucking swearing and losing his shit. And I told this other, hey man, he's swearing at the kids of the field. Like that's ridiculous because they're losing. And our coach comes over and he's like, you know what? Game's over. Kids, get your stuff. We're done. And that's when the coach says, you're a fucking loser. Your kids are a fucking loser. And the deputy guy who I know is like, you say another word, you leave here in handcuffs. I will throw you to the ground and I will arrest you and your wife. And the guy's like, and he just packs his shit up and leaves.
I don't understand how the game even
got that far.
I mean, you back it up 5-6 minutes ago when you said that they were freaking
blowing us
up by 30 or 40 points. Why are you still playing? Like, I don't get it. Like, why does everybody not just take their kids and go home? Like, I don't.
Well, there's honestly, most of us were still in shock.
I mean, you're going to pull your goalie? Like, then why are the kids doing out there?
So you understand, from the pulling the goalie to me yelling at this guy for him pulling the goalie and the second half starting, because he really did pull the goalie, right? So he pulls the goalie, second half starts, and all the parents, we have never encountered anything like this in any game. The most we've ever had is one guy pacing, like I said, and they make him go stand in the parking lot or something, or tell him to calm down. That's about it. It's because we have huge soccer fields. We have hundreds and hundreds of kids out there on a day. Like it's a pretty calm, like they know what they're doing. This is some shit. Like this guy's from another county, another city. They came here for this game. I was in shock. I was taken away by how this was escalating.
I mean,
and every time
allowed to come back.
So he isn't a coach anymore. He's not allowed to be a coach of that organization anymore. And this is, and the craziest part is, this isn't even the reason he's not a coach anymore. He came to a fist fight with one of the parents of another team because they kept doing the same shit, apparently. Because we know the organizer the head organizer for our county area, and that guy is from that county. He's like known as a problem, and he got into a fucking fist fight with one of the parents at a game because the parent, I guess he was talking shit to the other team's players like he was when I yelled at him, and he just fucking attacked the guy as quickly as a man that size could attack anyone. And you don't get to be a coach anymore, and you're leaving in handcuffs. like what the fuck are you doing? But because I talked to the organizer too, because I was furious, right? And he's like, David, I know what you're saying. I know what your problem is. He's like, we know who this guy is. This isn't his first time. He's like, but just kicking him out of the organization is like, he always says he's sorry. He always appeals, and he'll be good for 2 games. Then he loses it. He's like, but we're documenting everything. Everything's documented. He's like, that team won't be here again. And the craziest thing is the Hispanic parents are the ones who came over to like the parents on our team apologizing for that coach, apologizing for his wife. But I'm not trying to make this a race thing, but I kind of feel like I am. The Caucasian parents whose kids never played the game, who are the ones fucking helping instigate this shit, were the ones storming off, yelling shit as they're walking away. Yet the kids who were just blowing everyone, and they're just kids, right?
Yeah.
They're taught to win, or whatever. The Hispanic guys are coming over and their wives, and doing the best they can in broken English. Like, listen, like they just put us on this team. Like, we're sorry. Like we tried to, tell our kids to take it easy, but they're kids, and I was like, I don't have any problem with you. They're just kids, right? Like you said, and the craziest part is, so like I'm packing up my chair, and my son's walking to me, and this fucking do-gooder white lady comes over, and she's like, I just wanted to talk to you because I saw you yelling at them, and I know them, and I know that in their heart they're good. I was like, are you with them? She's like, well, no. I was like, then why are you talking to me? She's like, well, I'm still just trying to keep my shit together because my son's heading this way. And this lady has nothing to do with it, right? She in her mind's trying to
Putting
make
herself
peace.
in it though.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is, because they're still walking away talking shit, and his wife never shut the fuck up. But whatever. It's just words. I mean, it's how I respond to the situation is what matters. But I'm furious.
Yeah.
You know, not even about the loss, whatever. You know, a good ass whooping something you take in your life. Like it's, you know, and this is just a game. You know, and Paul again didn't care. Most of the kids on his team were like, meh. A couple kids were upset. A couple of the parents were like, at what point are we even playing? They're teaching soccer. Like, this is insane. Yeah, it went way too, and there was a big email that got sent out about it. One, the game, like you said, the game went way too far. That's the biggest takeaway. Like if you're up, because there were other instances where the kids would be up, you know, 15 points in the first quarter, and they're like, okay, so we're going to swap some players to different teams. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to mix this shit.
Yeah.
That happens all the time. This was not that. That coach wasn't about it. He had a lot of hate and a lot. Anyway, this woman interjects herself trying to like make peace because allegedly she knows them. As this fat woman's, you know, trying not to roll down the hill to her car, and her husband's constantly out of breath and gonna die at any moment. As she's promising to take all these kids to McDonald's, because that's what these fucking people need, more McDonald's. Right? Like, that was the thing that blew me away. We'll go get you some good McDonald's fries and burgers. You guys earned it. You're not losers. Like, lady, you don't need to be anywhere near fucking McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's this anyway. This woman's keeps. She just that's the point. She just kept trying to, and I just kept saying, "It's like if you weren't here and you're not with them, why are you talking to me?" And she's, "Well, I'm just trying to, you know, give you peace." Or was like, "You can't give me anything. Why don't you go talk to them? You know them. Go talk to them. You don't know me. Don't talk to me." You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not my proudest moment at kids ball field. But some of the other dads on the team was like, the guy was like, I was about 2.5 seconds behind you. He's like, I was losing it. Because I try to give the benefit of the doubt. I'm not running the program. I'm not trying to be a problem dad. I'm whatever. We're here. We'll bring snacks. This is about the kids and the coach. It's not about, you know. Oh.
Yeah. We've
That
got
was the worst.
15, 20 years of
Bullshit.
sidelines and yeah, sitting in the stands and coaching, being the assistant coach, just being the parent. Yeah, we've got lots and lots of.
That's probably that instance was the biggest instance why we didn't put the kids back in soccer. And I think my kids didn't necessarily want to play soccer anymore, but I was like, you guys want? Okay, we're going to do jiu-jitsu. We're going to do anything else.
Yeah. Well, if they don't want to play it again.
Yeah. Well, that was
try something new. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what else you like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've never understood that. Like, I had friends' dads that were like that. Like, I can think of one guy. One guy jumps in my head immediately. His brother was the quarterback. Years before, he was too short to be the quarterback, even though our quarterback was pretty damn short and blind. But they made him a receiver, which was very weird because he was very fast or very good at catching shit. Honestly, not really built for football. But so he would get out there and just, it was bad, right? Like, I don't think he ever made it more than like 5 yards to the ball before getting wrecked. If he was even able to hold on to the damn ball, let alone catch it, right? Like, that's kind of worlds beyond where he was. And I remember like hanging out with him one time, and we were at his house, and his dad had obviously had 3 to 12 beers and just started laying into him about how he was worthless and he'd never be as good as his brother, and how he's just squandering this potential because they're all great at sports in their house and they're great at football, and he was great at football. And if he had to do, like, oh, this is a you thing, you know, like, but that was normal daily life for him. He ended up quitting football our junior year, and his dad kept going to games, and his dad basically quit talking to him. And I remember asking him, like, because, you know, you're kids, you're not like, how are you doing, buddy? You know, we were out on the strip one night, and he had mentioned it several times that, you know, the best part of quitting football is his dad didn't talk to him anymore. And I was like, are you okay with that? He's like, honestly, he's like, it's the greatest peace I've ever had. I was like, This is all I'm mature enough to talk about. All right, let's figure out where we can get a beer. Underage beer ad. Like, that's all I got. You know? Yeah. I'm not one to be helping out. My life's a wreck too. So but I've thought about that a lot, you know. Because that's what his dad was like when he had friends over. What was it like when he didn't have friends over?
Yeah.
And his mom just ignored everything. You know, his sister, like, I don't even think his dad knew his sister's birthday, you know, to be all real, which kind of makes sense. She turned out the way she did, for some gratification and affection. Yeah. Yeah. But it, you know what I mean? Do you have friends like that in high school? Like, you look back at them and you're like, whoa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember younger, elementary, middle school, having friends and being jealous of the stuff they got to do, the places they got to go, the leniency. And then I look back and I'm like, oh shit, your parents didn't give a fuck.
Didn't give a fuck.
Like, I was so jealous, and your parents were just clocked out. Like, I had one friend and her mom, when I go sleepovers, I still don't think mom and dad know this, but when I would get to go to her house and have a sleepover, her mom would take us to the bar, and her mom would hang out in the bar, and we would get to run through the strip mall. So there was like an ice cream shop a couple over. I remember climbing up in the rafters of an ice cream parlor while I was at a sleepover at this girl's house. Mom and dad thought I was nice and warm and tucked in at her house, and it's like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm in the rafters of some ice cream shop in a strip mall while this girl's mom is wasted two stores over in the little strip mall bar.
The cool parents.
Yeah, I thought it was so great. You know, that's why I didn't tell mom and dad. I was scared they weren't going to let me go back. And now I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. So one of the craziest memories I have of like childhood, because I don't have a lot, right? I just have a few, some like bump in and out of my mind. Is dad dropped me off with grandpa for as Halloween comes up. It definitely comes to mind. Dropped me off for Halloween. I think I was dressed like Rambo or something like that.
And dad dropped you with grandpa?
Yeah, like dad had to go to the metal shop where they were the metal polishing shop, and he had to do something that day. Like, it wasn't Halloween day, but it was close to Halloween, right? Like, I think I was dressed up for school or something. I was dressed up like Rambo, and it was definitely Halloween time because I had my candy bucket and I was just like kind of vibe, you know what I mean? And remember where they used to do the metal polishing? Dad's second job to go to on the weekends, where they had that yard and it was filled with all the metal parts. I used to go out there and collect the little ninja stars, and I thought it was because it was stamped metal.
Yeah.
And dad, for whatever reason, I was going with Leo, and Leo's supposed to take me to mom, right? And so Leo takes me. I'm in the car. You know, grandpa, like, whatever, it's grandpa. I'm like, still fucking vibrating in the car. And Leo's like, yeah, we got to stop off, or something like that. I mean, maybe he told me, maybe he didn't, whatever. I remember walking into somewhere and there's all these grown men and it's really smoky, and they're fucking like wearing vests and fucking jeans, and it smells bad. And Leo's like going around to the guys and like poking them, like pointing at the kid, and they come over and they start putting money in my bucket. So I'm like, cool. And I start going around with the bucket. He took me trick-or-treating at a fucking biker bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
made all of his friends give his grandkid money. Yeah. Yeah.
Especially when you find out, like, he used to fucking polish chains and shit for the Hells Angels. You know what I mean? Like, that was the side business. Like, he's doing their bike shit and chrome plating, and, you know, like, what the fuck, Leo?
I'm just surprised that mom and dad had grandpa come pick you up and take you anywhere.
They didn't.
Grandpa was not.
No, it was dad. I was with dad at the metal polishing shop, and he had to do something. Leo was leaving, and he's like, take Bubba. And so
that's what I mean. Like, grandpa didn't take us anywhere. We didn't.
No. And I mean, I definitely have no other memories of going anywhere with him after this. But I also remember dad, like, mom and dad jacking all my money. Like, dad lost his shit. And it's like, don't tell your mom. Took all the money out. And I'm like, tell her what? You know, things like, exactly. Keep going.
Bubba's like, where's my Snickers?
Yeah, I got a bunch of money. Can I buy candy with that? Dad's like, yeah, we'll get you candy.
Yeah.
That's one of them. You know, only looking back on it, you're like, I don't think that was a good idea. You know, that was not a great one, right? Not a great one.
I know one of the things I think about that I used to do as a kid that mom and dad didn't know about was I think it was that same girl whose mom didn't give a shit. We went around our neighborhood with a wagon, one of those little red wagons, collecting newspapers, old newspapers, like, because everybody had newspapers back then, and people would have stacks and stacks back 2, 3, 4 decades ago. And so we go around to collect them because you could recycle and get money and all that. And so two little girls, we were probably 8, 9 years old, we're going around knocking one door after another in our neighborhood asking for newspaper donations. I remember some people had us come into their house. They're back here, come get them. We went through their house to the back patio. I mean, how fucking stupid was that? Like, I would shit bricks if my daughter did that. Like, I would literally be losing my mind.
Yeah. It's blind luck. Well, I'm not throwing shade at the old boomers, but they were the only generation where the news had to tell them late at night, do you know where your kids are? Oh shit, we have kids.
Oh shit, we have kids.
That's right. Thanks, news.
That's right. My parents made me have them.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting thing. I watched it. So our daughters don't spend the night anywhere. Someone like girls can come spend the night here if parents feel comfortable with that, but our daughters don't go anywhere. Our son only goes to very specific places. I'm very, very cautious of that.
Yeah.
And I get more cautious, whether I'm being corrupted by social media, which I probably am, being heavily negatively influenced. But I saw one on TikTok. This girl calls her parents to come get them, that the girl's mom touched her. You know what I mean? And they like come over there and they, of course, call the cops and they're losing it. And this is the story that the girl's house that they're at, the dad and mom are there throwing a birthday party for their 14-year-old girl, and they go and buy alcohol for her. Right. Dad doesn't drink, and he ends up going to bed because mom's drinking with the girls or whatever. And, teenage, they think they're the cool house. So all the girls go to bed except these two who are kind of night owls, and they're staying up. Right. And the mom
Can we just say at 14, that's completely not okay?
Oh, no, it's wildly not okay.
If you want to talk 17.
Wildly not okay.
17, 18. Still not a good choice, but it makes more sense than 14. What the fuck are you doing?
Terrible choices. There's a lot of terrible choices here being made.
Yeah.
And so one of the terrible choices is when that woman's outside talking to the cop, I'm like, so these people? The cop asked her, she's like, no, I've never met her parents at all.
Why is your daughter in their house?
Why the fuck is your kid in her house? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, yeah. So as it's breaking down, the cops, go and make contact with the parents. And the girl's telling her the stories like, hey, she tried to put her hands up my shirt and down my pants. She was very aggressive. Me and my friend were able to push her off. We ran outside and ran from her and went and knocked on the neighbor's door, got their phone at like 3 a.m, by the way, called our parents to come get us. And so the cops go and banging on the door, and the dad answers it for whatever reason. And he's like in his underwear. He's like, what's going on? It's like, why are you in your underwear? He's like, because you just woke me up. And he's like, what's going on? And the cops are like, well, if you don't mind, I'll come with you. You need to get dressed in your room. They can't find the mom, by the way. She's like hiding. And they start asking him where his wife is, all this. He needs to step outside. So he does. And they start explaining things to him, and he's losing his shit, right? And they find the mom, and she's fucking hammered. And the girls were saying, like, you ever had a lesbian experience? Are you bisexual? Have you ever tried it with an older woman? You'll like it if they know what they're like. And they're just going through details. 14-year-old little girls. And this woman's like, she starts screaming to the cop, I'm a nurse. Like, and the cop's like, yeah.
Scarier.
Yeah, flips her around, fucking handcuffs her, and she's fighting. I was like, you're about to catch resisting an officer too. And the husband's like, hey, you need to go with this. Turns out the husband admitted to buying the alcohol, and the guy's like, because the dad's talking to the cop, he's like, so what do we do now that she's out and these two girls are out? We have, like 5 other girls here. And the cop's like, we're going to have these girls start calling their parents. He's like, because there's under no circumstances am I leaving any teenage girls in this house. He's like, but my wife's gone. He's like, yeah, but you bought the alcohol and you admitted to it. He's like, that's where you went wrong. He's like, everybody made bad decisions tonight, and she's going to jail. And yeah, like it's...
The thing that I really hate, because this is a new thing, and you can see it on lots of parents and different platforms on social media are kind of making a stance that my kids don't go anywhere. My kids don't stay the night. They don't. I'm keeping them safe. We're not about that. And like you said, kids can come here. We're a safe haven. And I know we did that for decades in this house. Yeah. I can't tell you all the kids that came, and it was like, hell, I had one girl, I think, stayed with us more than half of the summer. More
Yeah.
than half of a summer. It'd be like 2 weeks every single night. "Can I stay again? Can I stay again? Can I stay
Yeah.
again?" She go home for 1 or 2 nights, come back for another 2 weeks, you know?
Mhm.
Fine, that's great. I would like to be a safe place. But I guess what I'm getting at, the thing that makes me sad is when I was a kid, I went everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, and our home wasn't bad. We didn't have a bad
Mhm.
home. Um, but I loved seeing how everybody else lived. I
Mhm.
loved seeing how this mom did this in the morning or how this dad said this at night or how I loved the way seeing people how they lived. I
Mhm.
loved seeing the activities that they would do with their families, the routines, dinner or no dinner,
Yeah.
sitting at the table. I feel like part of who I am today is based off of a little from this person and a little from that person and all those experiences that I got to take from places that weren't my own home.
Yeah.
And that is the thing that makes me sad about not being able to trust because I always wanted that for my kids. I wanted
Mhm.
my kids to be able to don't just live what we teach you, go see everything else, go see other cultures, go see other
Mhm.
families, other ethnicities in their house. Like go experience all of that and then live your life. And I feel like because it's such a dangerous place now, so many kids are missing out on that experience.
The kicker is it was always a dangerous place. You just kept getting lucky.
You're yeah.
You kept getting lucky. And we can't quantify, like, this experience is something that needs to happen, and we need to figure out a way to do it, when the reality is those who survived and made it through just got lucky.
I got lucky, but I've also had an inner voice too. I've always had an
Yeah.
intuition. I've had experiences where I stayed the night at people's houses where I didn't go back and stay the night again.
Yeah.
Or
So
I've had
you're
experiences where like, no,
yeah.
I'm not doing that. Or no, dad, dad has
Yeah.
to come get me at 9 o'clock in the morning when he didn't. I, I kept myself safe too.
Yeah. But
But you're right.
then
I was lucky. Could have been
you're an
worse.
outlier. Yeah, you're an outlier. You're not the average. And the average is it's like anytime you talk to any law enforcement officer that works like sexual crimes or any domestics, then don't let your kids stay anywhere. That's what's
Yeah.
gonna happen. If you let them stay some don't let them stay anywhere. Like, our kids can go places, but I have to know the people.
Hmm.
And even then, like, my kid has a way to call me. I keep it on them. Like, I'll come
Oh,
immediately.
yeah, and that's how we
Like,
always
yeah.
not that my kids ever honestly, most of, the upbringing with all of my kids, everybody came to our house. Our house was the
Yes.
place where everybody was. My kids didn't go to many other places. The ones that did, I knew exactly I was taking them. Like, "No, nobody's picking you up. I'm taking you. I wanna see the house. I'm walking you to the door. I'm gonna peek inside and see what it looks like, make sure I
Mhm.
know." I usually already knew the parents, but
Yeah.
things change? Like, I wanna
Things
know on
change.
that
Keep up.
day what the circumstances in that house are when I drop my kid off? My kids thought I was over the top. I don't care what they thought. They're safe.
Oh, yeah. No, and I don't either because I understand the
Mhm.
reality of the predators that are in the world, and my children do not. They're
Yeah.
lambs, right? They
Yeah.
don't fully understand there are wolves out there trying to look like sheep,
Yeah.
and that's something else to take into consideration, like, whenever you're out and about, wherever you are, if you're in a public place, there is 100% a predator looking for an opportunity.
Mhm. Yeah.
100% a predator looking for an opportunity. He's pretending to be like a sheep, he or she,
Mhm.
and they're looking.
And it's
They're
not
waiting.
usually the one that you think it is. It's not the guy
No.
that looks creepy and dirty and hasn't had a shower, and it's not that guy. Not usually
No.
that guy. It's the
No.
guy that just got off work, who just stopped at the store to get milk for his wife on the way home, who
He's
has
very
3 little
cleaned and
kids at
brushed up, super
home.
polite. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wants to help you. Sure he
Yeah.
does.
Wants to be
Sure
liked.
she does. Yeah, like, it's
Mhm.
to be warned, they're always out there. Like, if like, "Well, that guy looks scary and gruff." He's not a problem. He's not a
Yeah.
problem. Like, he's not pretending to be anything. He probably is scary and gruff. He just wants
Mhm.
to go about his fucking day, you know?
Yeah.
Uh, it's the ones who are trying to pretend. Like, my kids spend the night at 2 different places, my son does, that are approved, and we
Mhm.
don't have any others. We let kids come over, and we've met other parents that we've considered letting our kids go to, but I don't like, so we don't. Like, if anything is wrong, something is wrong. I always operate by that. If there is any doubt, there is no doubt, right? If there is any doubt, there is no doubt. So that's just what I roll with. Like, hey, your kids are always welcome to hang out and stay at our house. We just keep it together because we have so many. I'll always play that. It's like, oh, I got 5 kids, man. I can't be
Yeah.
like, we let them come over, and kids love coming over because, again, like you had a large family, we have a large
Mhm.
family. So for a lot of these kids, they're like, awesome, look at all this chaos and like
Yeah.
running around.
Yep.
What
All
you
these
know,
rooms with all this stuff and all that
people
yeah.
play with, and oh, there's
Mhm.
3 floors. There's like,
Yeah.
oh, let's do this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you know,
that's
we
yeah.
had a drop-in childcare center for a
Yes,
while,
I do know.
and we met a lot of families, a lot of kids through that, and I really got a huge awakening at how willing some people are to just drop their kids off. We started
It's
doing
crazy.
overnighters because there was such a need. So many people would ask us, "Can you keep them overnight? Do you know a place that'll keep them overnight?" So we were like, "You know what? Let's try this." So we advertised like in a July on a Saturday night, we'll have this many spots, and we did it at the daycare. We weren't bringing them home. Like we're staying at the daycare.
Mhm.
Everybody sleeping bag and your pillow, and everybody's gonna lay out, and we did that, and we had a huge a turnout for that. Like, and we were like, holy crap, all these people are just taking their kids to the strip mall, dropping their kids off with a pillow and a
Mhm.
backpack, and hoping that we're gonna feed them, take care of them, reassure them if they wake up with a nightmare. You know what I mean? Like, just and we did. That is who we are. We are kid people, but they don't know that. I mean, we had one lady who her kids were in such bad shape. I mean, I don't know if this is a bad thing to say or not, but I gave the baby a bath. He was so dirty. He was 4 months old, and he was disgusting. And I looked at Mike, I'm like, "I can't do this. I can't take care of this baby all night and it be this nasty." So in the sink in the back, I went and I just gave him a sponge bath and cleaned his ears and his neck. Oh, all the stuff that gets stuck in a baby's neck from where it just
Yeah.
like, it was heartbreaking. His name was David. I will always remember David and always wonder
What
how
happened?
David turned out. But, like, that was a
Yeah.
hard lesson to learn how people will just drop them and go,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I've at the martial arts school I used to heavily participate in, they had a pit kids program for a while, and it was always baffling, the people that just draw, "Okay, so what, it'll come back in 90 minutes? Alright," and they just, "You don't know anyone in here. Like, what are you doing?" Like, they didn't have a big kids program, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a safe place, but they were just so eager to drop and run, and you're just that I think is the reason that the kids program actually ended up getting terminated. It just left too many people uneasy. Like, we talk about so many horrible things and scenarios that used to in there, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? That that real scenario, because a lot of us had kids. Like, this is too close. I don't know. I can't.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know how you're doing this right now. Like, how are you not like
Yeah.
when I take my kids to basketball practice or whatever? I sit there the whole time. My wife will sit there the whole time. We schedule it so things don't conflict. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
we're
Yeah,
not
we don't
we're
drop
just
off at
walking
birthday
away.
parties and come back in 2 hours. We're
No,
not
I'm at
that.
the birthday party.
We just go find a corner. We just go
Yeah.
sit there. If it's at their house, then we just kinda hang out somewhere, you know?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
there's
you
no
invite my kids to a party, you invite me too, and I'm hanging
Mhm.
out, you know?
Yeah.
It's yeah, we have a couple parents that we really like to trust, so I say that is one of Paul's little best friend dudes, like 2 of them actually. They're the dads and moms, they'll take them,
That's
and
'cause
no problem.
you have
Yeah.
your own personal relationship with their
Oh,
parents,
yeah,
and
we've
you
been in
guys
their
have been
house, we've
in
had
and out of each
dinner,
other's
we've been
homes.
out,
Yeah,
we've gone to
for
church together,
years.
for
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
Yeah. Like,
for
I
years.
know these people, and these people know
Mhm.
that if they hurt my kid,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I am unhinged, at the
yeah.
best of times. So, there's that. What is it? There's a really good interview with this child molester, and he's like, and they asked him, "How did you pick people who to molest? How did you go those?" Like, well, he's like, "I look at the father." He's like, "If the father looked like he could be a problem, I went away." It's like, personally, I preferred kids who are kids who didn't have fathers. And he's like, "But if they did have a father," he's like, "Are they involved in their life? Is they not involved in their life?" He's like, "What about the mother?" He's like, "I don't care." He's like, "It's the father. The father's the problem." And you're just like,
See, as a
whoa.
mother, that pisses me off 'cause that guy hadn't met me then, 'cause I'd have been his fucking problem.
Yeah, but he has that for a reason. When men lose it, people die. When women lose it, they get slapped. Call law enforcement. They yell and scream, or they like, when men lose it, they murder each other. That's what we do. We go to extreme violence. There's no in between. There's not a workup. There's not bluff. That's the reality of the world. It's the reality of history. Is you have a strong man in the door. Why? Because he'll fucking kill you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, my wife will be very much that same mom, but she also knows that I'm a fucking gorilla standing right behind her. You know what I mean? Like, This other person isn't looking at her and her rage. They're looking like, if I say the wrong thing, that guy's going to fucking pull my arms out of my sockets. You know what I mean? And you're right.
Yeah.
You're fucking right. Be respectful right now.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, like, having done training and just the physical reality of it, that guy's a 6 foot, 200-pound dude. He's not worried about any woman. He'll fight her off till the cops show up. He'll work it out in court. But if another grown man loses his shit, even if he's smaller, he might kill that guy. You know what I mean? He knows it. So, and those are his words. He's a professional predator who'd serialize. And the fact he's still alive and walking around blows my mind. I'm 100% pro wood chipper, but yeah, but that's a professional predator. What does he worry about? He worries about the fathers. Is this guy scary? Is this guy a problem? Those kids are off limits. I'm going to keep hunting. And he, to his own thing, he's like, there's plenty of kids who don't have fathers. So you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Whoa. You know, it's fucking wild, man. It's fucking wild. It's fucking wild. And they're out there. And this guy looks like a librarian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
I think he even did work as like a youth group minister or some shit like that.
There was when I was at the probation office, and I told you I used to have to get scheduled to sit in circuit court once a week, and which is felony court. It's where misdemeanor would be like downstairs in general session. So I'd be upstairs in circuit court, and they would call the docket, and some of us, we could have a copy of the docket so we could see what the charges are. And when they call out somebody's name, and you look up, and then you're like, I wonder what that guy did, and you like look down, you're like, no fucking way. No fucking way. Like
fucking wild entertainment.
Yeah, it was it was another good lesson of you just don't know. People they don't carry their crime on their face. You don't know who that person is.
What is it? I think it was HBO that did that Locked Up series.
I don't know.
It was HBO. I don't know. There's a Locked Up series that was done before it went to like TV, but it was really intense. Like HBO was doing it and showing behind. They were talking about like men raped each other in prison.
HBO used to do the best shows.
It was intense, man. HBO was intense. They used to like, we're going to say it all. Like, that's what we're doing. This is premium cable. You're paying for it. Here you go. Yeah, they had one of those, and there was this little unassuming dude in Georgia. And he was talking about how he was victimized by other inmates and beaten and raped. And he's just trying to color his crayons. He's like, I just want to be left alone and do my time. And they're like talking to the guards, like, wow, it seems like he's really abused. And they're like, do you know what he did? They're like, no. He said, what? He raped 4 kids and then beat one to death. And he's like, all under 1 year old. And you're like, sorry, what? And he's like, he's evil. He's like, that's evil. He's like, that guy murdered a homeless dude. He's like, we get along. Yeah. This guy,
that guy over there sold crack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like this guy's a drug dealer. This guy robbed someone. This guy's a drunk driver and hit someone with their car. Like,
but those guys all have families. Those guys have kids. Those guys get triggered by these fucking pedos that show up in there. Like, I don't feel bad for them.
I have no sympathy. I have no sympathy in my heart for it, because there's shit that you don't do that even criminals, hardened lifelong criminals, know. Have you seen the one going around, this guy who his sister was raped and the guy strangled the dude to death and he got a life sentence for it? Yeah. Since he has been in prison now, he has murdered 4 or 5 pedophiles. And he told the judge, laughing, he's like, I'm not done. He's like, I'm going to get as many as I can.
Because if they've already given him life.
Yeah, what the fuck? What else is he doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's or the guy in Alaska who used the sex offender registry to start hunting down pedophiles and killing them because him and his brother were molested. And then you see him in court and he's smiling at his brother, giving him a thumbs up. And like the mouther is like, what did he say? He's like, I did it for us.
I like some vigilante work.
Oh yeah, we need more. We need more. I'm very pro vigilantes. That's the only good news, is the system continues to break down. Vigilantes show up and actual justice gets served. Something to be, town mobs, granted, they make some mistakes. They went too far. That's a few percent of the time. The other percent of the time, like, this guy's a fucking asshole and he's been beating his wife or whatever, we're going to go pour hot tar on him and feathers. We're going to take him in the middle of the street naked, and we're going to beat him with sticks. Guess what he doesn't do anymore? Yeah, we corrected the problem.
Yeah.
He'll never forget this. So don't hit him in the head, guys. You hit him in the head, they forget it, and it's pointless. It's effort and futility. You got to save the head. Yeah. You really want to get your point across. You load a rubber hose with sand, and you beat the bottom of someone's feet. That's how the Chinese did it.
So strange.
It's all the nerve endings. And it can take a lot of abuse.
That's what they do with the fingernails, right?
Yep.
Shove little things because it's supposed to be just the
It's nerve
tiniest
endings.
thing, but like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then they slowly pull your fingernails out. Yep. Yeah, it's the darkness that man has envisioned to hurt one another is unbelievable.
Hey, this is a side note, but did you know that you can hit your knee in a way that feels just like when you hit your elbow? You know when you hit your elbow and it hurts so bad and everybody laughs and it's like just the worst pain ever?
Oh, yeah.
I found a spot on my knee, unfortunately, with the pickleball paddle last night. I hit my own knee with the paddle and it shut me down. Like I barely got it, but I was like, oh my God, I can't walk. Like I'm gonna fall over. Like it was the same just pain that just cripples you, the crippling pain that just you get weak and you can't. And I just barely tapped my kneecap and I was like, oh.
I don't know, man. My legs are mostly dead from checking kicks, from Thai kicks. Like you use your shin to block the other guy's shin, and you just do it. Mm-hmm. You rub sticks on them, and so like I thought it was a good idea then. Now I'm like, I think I did real nerve damage. They don't feel anything anymore.
Rub sticks on them, like up and down your shin.
Up and down your shin. Yeah.
Oh God, that's some fucking Ben Affleck accountant shit.
That's a real thing. He's strength. That's a real thing from Thai. Like he's strengthening his shins. Normally you just check kicks, and you just kick each other in the shins. It's like, why are you doing that? It's like eventually the nerves die.
But why? Why can't you just leave them alone?
You can throw a hard kick. You can kick much harder than your body will allow you. It's afraid of the pain. You deaden that down. You can throw. Not only that, the microfractures that happen along your shin bone as they reheal, your shins get harder and harder. My buddy, I don't want to say his name in here, but you know him, the short redheaded guy. His shins are like baseball bats. Even if you're wearing a pad and he kicks you, it feels like somebody hits you with rebar because he doesn't feel anything in his legs anymore. So he can throw it hard, and the bone is hard, and it's crippling. You know, it's you catch it, you're just like, oh my God. I need to sit down. I need to cry a little.
No, thanks.
I told you I was working out some shit for a few years there.
Golly. I always that scene from that movie sticks out to me because every time, because I've seen the movie multiple times because it's a great movie.
It's fantastic.
But that one scene where he is like the lights are flashing and the music is blaring and he's like taking that thing and just running up and down and smacking himself in the shins, and I'm like, oh, make it stop.
No, that's real. That's a real conditioning. I mean, it genuinely is. And it hurts every bit as bad as you think it does until it starts to deaden out. But even then, like,
no, that's a hard pass for me.
Feel it, yeah.
That's
you still
pass.
feel it. Same thing with forearms. Like you do like blocks and strikes to your forearms until the nerves go down, and then your arm just becomes a baseball bat. So when you like throw your elbow or you throw like a close strike with your arm, block something, and you'll just see people, oh my God, and they'll grab their arm and go down. It's like, yeah, a few more 1,000 repetitions, you won't even feel it anymore.
Okay, then let me ask you, these two guys that I used to work with, and they're both, one of them's not even alive anymore. They're both roughnecks. I mean, like rough biker, tattooed from head to toe, you know. They used to play knuckles, and they just kept like smacking each other, like, and like I don't understand it. And they didn't even flinch, like it was nothing. They both worked with their hands their whole life. They both were sort of mechanically inclined, sort of, you know, just rough. And is that why? Like they just
it's a very common thing, but like dudes who have like broken a lot of boards in martial arts, things like that, they get big lumps on their knuckles and all over, right? It's because where the bone's broken and rehardened, and it makes it, like concrete. The kicker is you really lose a lot of
Function?
grip. Yeah.
Mobility?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of those things like people like, "Oh, I'll hit you in the mouth," or whatever. It's like, if you've ever actually hit someone in the fucking head with your fist, it hurts like a motherfucker,
Yeah, I
because
would
it's like
think.
yeah,
You're
it
hitting
does.
bone, like,
Yeah.
gosh.
Go hit a fucking 2x4, hard. And you're just like, "Holy shit." He's like, "Yeah, you just got micro fractures." So, like, that's it. I mean, at that point, their nerves are dead and whatever, and they're just hardening up their knuckles.
I used to wonder
Yeah.
because they're both fighters too. They both have
Oh, yeah.
many, many stories of, fighting. So I was just like, how are you doing that?
They
I
don't
mean, they
feel
would do it
anything.
hard, like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, they don't feel
and they
anything
would
anymore.
laugh.
Yeah. The nerves are dead in their hands, but it also leads to arthritis, it leads to a lot of things. Like, the one thing you kinda wanna protect is your hand. And, like, there's a rule, you hit hard things with soft things and soft things with hard things. So, yeah, if you wanna you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
hard
aim
pass.
for soft areas with hard things and aim for, soft areas with hard things. But, yeah, that's it. They're just hardened, or they're not doing it for that purpose. It's already done that through years of if
Mhm,
you've ever seen guys in corrections, like those guys with kind of fucking gnarly hands
mhm.
and scarred up, that guy's been in a lot of fucking fights. Like, it's another thing. If you ever hit someone in the fucking mouth, which I hate. I hate getting hit in the mouth. Two, I hate hitting people in the mouth because inevitably their teeth leave little scars behind on your knuckles. And the fucking mouth is so dirty, every cut on your knuckle, which you're going to get, is going to get infected. And also, if you get hit in the mouth, because the way your mouth works and the way you get mouth sores, they'll just fucking sore out on the inside, and it's miserable. Um,
Dudes are
yeah.
weird.
Well, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, women don't go around with just like, all this
And
information about how it fucking sucks
it's
to get.
learned through life. It is learned through
That's
luckily,
what
my
I
nose
mean.
is I don't really feel like I'll have a lot so, like, my nose is never really a thing to get broke because I don't have a stiff nose. My nose is wide and squishy.
Cocaine.
Earned it.
Which is so funny because you're so
I'm not that way at
you're
all.
so not a that's why it's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
Alrighty, well,
but
Imma hop off.
word, homie. Imma let you you can close this out. I ain't closing this out. I have to click other things. I don't wanna do that. It's a lot of work.
Uh,
Adios.
bye.